Hey you guys. Jackson, are you gonna stay or no? I swear, every time I film in here, he wants to chill. It's not really much of a story time. It's kind of more of like what I wish I would have done differently with my Melscoachella event. You know, I was thinking of like so many things I wish I had done different, and I was like, you know what? Let's do like a YouTube video about it, because I know like I'm not married, I don't have a crazy wedding story, or I don't have like a bachelorette story. Like I don't really have anything wild, because my 25th birthday was chill, graduation will be chill. This party was kind of like an in-between of my 25th birthday and graduation. And a lot kind of went down. I hadn't planned something big for myself in a long time. Oh, Jax, he's like, tell me more. He's so cute. Look at you. I swear. So I thought we can get right on into it. I swear, every time I do video, every time I film, he's like, wait for me. You're a distraction. A cute one, but a distraction. For Melscoachella, I picked a day ahead of time. I went with May 25th. I knew for sure I wanted the day to be 25th because I'm 25 and I thought that was like kind of funny. But when it came down to the months, this is how I figured it out. When my birthday passed in September of last year, I turned 25. I was kind of going into the next few months thinking a good time for a party. And to be honest, I was like, no. We head into October. I'm into fall term because my birthday was like right before fall term started. By the time we were at October, November, December, I'm into fall term basically. Look at him. He's so sweet. By the time we get to it, January, February, and March, I am in winter term. I maybe could have planned my party in March, but I was just getting out of school and I needed a break. The thing is with March and April, it's tricky because sometimes there's nice weather, but sometimes there isn't. And also leading into May, sometimes there's nice weather, sometimes there isn't. By May 25th, because it's around Memorial weekend, typically it's a lot sunnier where I live in Oregon. Typically it is, and I thought it was just the best bet and honestly gave me the most time to plan for it. So that's why we landed on May. Looking back, May 25th, oh my gosh, you guys, rained before my party. Thank goodness by the time my party started, it was just cloudy. Thank goodness. But it was just very gloomy of a day. And oh my gosh, it would have been such a disaster because we had a limo as a transportation. And oh my gosh, if it would have rained at the actual event, that would have been really sad. I really wanted like the weather to be sunny. I really did. I really picked that day because I thought it was going to be, especially because like days around that were sunny, just not May 25th. That was a disappointment. But again, I had to plan in advance and I just had to go for the best, and I didn't know. I really just had hoped it was going to be sunshine. And not like I wanted the party to be like in crazy hot weather. That's why I didn't go for June. I was going to graduate that month. Last September of my actual birthday was a lot harder with school coming back up as well. And then with graduating in June would have been too hard with the commencement. That's why I planned it when I did in May, to give myself enough time. I just wish the weather was sunny, but I'm just glad it still wasn't raining. I still wanted that middle ground. I didn't want to do it in June, not even just because graduation was happening, but also the weather's going to be a lot hotter and I wanted everyone to not feel like sweaty, if you know what I mean. It's okay. It all worked out. I'll take cloudy over rainy. I stressed a lot about the invite list because I didn't know what transportation I wanted to go with. I talked to a lot of different limo companies, honestly. I was like, do I go out with like a ton of friends or do I just do close like VIP friends? And I ended up going with the close VIP friends, which was the move, but it just was a lot of work over this last year and it was so overwhelming. I just didn't like how the process for me was stressful because I was originally looking at 20 passenger party bus, 14 passenger party bus, 8-person limo. And I went with 8-person limo, which I'm glad I did because what ended up happening was there ended up being just 7 of us. That was the move. I wanted all 8. You know, my parents were so gracious to both split it and cover it for me as a gift. And so I wanted their money, you know, to be worth the cost. You know what I mean? I was disappointed when the 8th person did bail on me. And I did address it to this person because I just didn't think it was really cool. This person had known about it months ahead of time, was just not reliable, and then cancels on me at the last minute. It's a whole thing with this friend. I just didn't like it. One thing I had learned from this experience was to try not to stress it if somebody can't make it. I had dealt with this for my 25th birthday as well when we all went to Melting Pot. I originally reserved a table for 6 of us. Only 5 could make it. I just keep falling short on one person. I don't know why, but I'm trying to learn that it's okay and it's just one person and don't be hard on myself. So I just wished I wasn't as stressed. Also, the day of the party, kind of had been in some drama with a guy, not gonna lie. Him and I are past it now. We're just past it in different ways. He blocked me. I already said my piece. Well, that's how I knew he blocked me, because I got back to him, moved past all of it with what I had to say, and then the messages didn't go through. So I was like, well, that's great. I mean, I don't really care. Like, it's fine that he blocked me. We were both hurt from the situation. I just kind of wish he read my message because it was like, oh, you just wanted me to hear you out. You never actually cared about me and didn't want to hear me out. That's how it felt to me. I read the messages on the worst day possible, and he was like so mean. It had me in a really sad mood, and I felt really bad because friends were like about to come over, and I'm like, oh, this wasn't the time. I just didn't think I'd get super emotional about it. I knew they weren't going to be good messages, but I didn't expect to just be like going crazy. But I will say, thank goodness for friends, because they all had helped me through it and helped get my mind taken off from it. My friends that came like really do truly mean the world to me, because I was like telling a lot of them a heads up of like the drama with this guy, and that I shouldn't have read the messages, but I did, and I'm so sad, and I was crying, and they were checking in, making sure I was okay, and I wasn't, but they helped me feel better. It all like worked out, but I just wished I wasn't as stressed or read text messages that were gonna hurt my feelings. I think I thought, in my defense, I'm thinking I'm a really tough cookie and I'm gonna get through it because I put off reading the messages. I thought, we got this, and then no, I didn't. But I'll say this, once I got in the limo of all my friends, I felt so much better. Like, of course, like what had happened with this guy and the drama sucked, but just being in the limo like really helped take my mind off it. And I have a claustrophobic issue, so I was originally worried about like being in a tight space because I hadn't been in one since like prom. Honestly, it was so much fun, even more fun than prom. I feel like just going with all your friends, actually all of my friends that were invited, it was their first time in a limo. I had been in a limo 2 other times, but this was like my first real time. I know 3 in total now, but you get the point of having like my close friends in a limo. And so it was just a fun experience for all of us. All I'm gonna say of the guy drama is it was the guy that flaked on me for the wedding. That's why I also put off putting the April vlog on the channel, because you guys, there ended up being way more drama after the wedding. I mean, obviously I want to wish him all the best. I don't want to wish any ill will. I forgive him for half of what we went through, but like I said, there was personal stuff that I'm not going to get into on the channel that I don't forgive him for, so it's a whole thing. And I really had hoped the drama, like, we would move past it, but we're never going to. So I'm just finally talking about it. But that's why I put off putting the video out, because I didn't want to be like teehee, like wedding date flaked, when like that was the case. But I didn't want to be like coming off as drama when like it's just for content, like it's entertaining for you guys, even if it's not entertaining in my own personal life. What also was a disappointment was we were originally supposed to go to Salt and Straw, and it didn't work out because our dinner reservation ended up getting so pushed back. I didn't want my parents to have to pay any extra money for the limo. We just got dinner at this Latin kitchen and tequila bar, which was amazing, by the way. Loved it. Just did not love the wait time. We also got kicked out of the bar, and it was a minor thing. Like, one of my friends forgot her ID, and it's not like on her. I understand rules and protocols, like I get it, but it was just so frustrating and like chaotic. Again, this was such a fun experience and an amazing time. I'm just doing this video chatting of what I wish I would have done differently. To be honest, with the limo, I really wish we were just getting like fast food. I also wish I got pictures with the limo. I just wish I had went about it differently. Well, because we were going to a waterfront, and I thought originally where the limo would park, there would be like open parking, but no, the limo had to leave. And I didn't know we were going to be in a downtown part of Vancouver, Washington, and this was all my bad. I hadn't been to that area before, and I will say I really wanted to check it out beforehand to get a rough idea, and that was on me. I'm just like talking about this video of things I wish I would have done for my own party, but I still have no regrets, and it was an amazing time with amazing people in my life, and I'm so blessed for all of them. I just want to do a video sharing like kind of the behind the scenes that went down. Oh, and one more thing, you guys, before I let you go, I forgot to talk about this. Also, originally my friends and I in Portland, we were gonna go to the Rose Garden, but another thing was the 8-person limo for the day I picked could only do like a later time, so I had to eliminate that. So I had like this whole to-do thing, and I really wanted everything to go according to plan, and it didn't. And I feel like this just goes to show that it's life and it happens, and I'm trying to accept it and be okay. That's why lately I've been trying to get back into journaling to ease my anxiety, because I've realized recently I'm a perfectionist and it's actually really unhealthy. And also trying to get back into reading. I'm reading my Bible and doing Bible studies, but I also want to read my books again to try to put me at ease. I feel like all that would help me, honestly, because I'm tired of like feeling this way. But with this party, like I originally was like limo, Rose Garden, waterfront, food, ice cream. It was mainly just like the waterfront and dinner, and the limo was still an amazing experience, but no pictures by it, and it's okay. It just goes to show that like life isn't perfect, and it was really sad I didn't get to go in the order I wanted it to, with the time I had planned for it as well, because of the day, and the weather was gloomy. Just all these things like came up, but it was still, again, an amazing event. I loved it with all my friends, amazing memories. We all like came back home, and my mom was such a gem and boxed up cake for all of our guests, and we all like talked for a bit. Oh, and then another thing I like almost forgot as well, I brought cider. We could have had it in the limo, But if you spill like drinks or food, I mean, we're all adults, we're all like 21 and up, we would have been responsible. My party was dry alcohol. I drink occasionally, but mostly everyone doesn't, so I wanted to like respect that, because like I don't want to drink alone, like that's not fun. I should have brought the cider in the limo because no one would have spilled it, and the limo honestly had like drinks because the driver was so cool and had water. Shout out to Marcus, he was amazing. So I could have brought it, but I was just scared of something spilling. Like I just like overthought it, and wish I definitely would have done it differently and planned it differently. But when you're planning it a year ahead of time, you don't know, and that's okay because you learn for next time. If I have something like this again, which maybe 30th birthday or bachelorette, never know.